Hello and welcome. Welcome to my home and welcome to my sacred space that I prepared for us today. I'm Olivia and this is Tarot and Coffee with Olivia. Here to do your daily pick a card. We are going to be using our cute cat tarot cards illustrated by Megan Lynn Knott. We are also using the guidebook loosely that comes with the cards. Oh, I thought I was going to show you the guidebook, but I don't have it in the box. I'll list the cards I use below, of course. I'm going to shuffle our thought of the day from our Healing the Mind and Spirit cards by Dr. Brian L. Weiss, MD. Take a minute to shuffle. One of my clients, I read professionally, obviously, and I met a client recently that is a professional shuffler. What do you call it? She works at a casino. It's just her part-time job. She's also a notary. I meet really interesting people doing this. I meet other psychics. Very exciting thing to do as a calling and as a living, as a vocation. I'm going to go ahead and cut the deck and we'll choose the top card. Let me shuffle a little bit. Cut the deck, top card. Sometimes the most evolved souls take the most challenging paths. Well, okay. I'm aware that a life filled with difficulty. Oh, yeah. I am aware that a life filled with difficulty is not a punishment. Of course, I always bring in cause and effect, or even that law of physics, the one about each action will have a opposite and equal reaction. Karma is not all about people getting punished for things that they've done. Karma is all about that law of physics that I just talked about. It's about what you put out there, you get back. It could be good, it could be bad. You might be anyway, we'll just leave it at that. I could pontificate for hours. I could. But mainly what I want you guys to know before we move on is how much I appreciate you. Every time I get a comment, a thumbs up, even a thumbs down, I just feel like it's a better interaction because this is an interactive video. I don't feel like I'm here in the room alone. I feel like there are so many here with me, you guys. And it's very exciting to me. And again, I could go on. But I'm going to go ahead and have a sip of coffee right now. I can't help it. It's involuntary that I say If it wasn't delicious, I wouldn't say okay, so if you've never done a tarot pick a card, it's easy to do. You choose your card topper, the one that calls to you or resonates with you the most. Listen, people do this all different ways, so you can do it any way that you want to. It's really fine. Some people wait till they're all turned over and pick one. Some people pick one or two or three. It's fine. Some people just leave this on in the background. I like that too. So I'll go ahead and introduce you. I made these little creatures. This is a sea turtle with some polymer clay. I like doing little arts and crafts, but as you can see, they're real fragile is what. This is a little beluga. Then we have our little crab. This guy in particular is pretty fragile. I've had to glue his legs back on several times as they've broken off. But now he's a little bit stronger because that glue is stronger than the polymer clay. And we also have the little octopi here. And he's got a little smile on his face. And if you're wondering about the donuts and the coffee, this is our friend Ganesha, who loves sweets and loves donuts and all kinds of stuff. So that's just a fun little thing to have here on our altar today. All right, so if you need more time to pick your card, go ahead and take that time. You can pause the video. Otherwise, I'm going to go ahead and start. I'm going to turn over the card under the sea turtle, and we'll see what we have. We have, what is that? The Six of Treats. The Six of Treats. I'm going to get an easel. Well, isn't that cute? So I did use, like I said, I did blah, 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 blah. You know, I already did this once, and then I found out the camera was turned off. I had turned it on. I turned it on when I light the match, the candle, but anyway, it had gotten bumped off somehow. So, Six of Treats, back to what we're doing. Our pentacles. Look around. Look at what you have. This is about abundance. Look at all the treats. When my cat gets treats, most of the time we just give him however many he wants. But I'm trying to give him just 3 treats each. So 6 treats. Woo-wee. That's why that cat's so fat. Don't forget that much of what you have is thanks to generosity and aid from others. So now is the time to think about paying it forward. It can actually be much more fun to give than receive. So that's what your card is about today. It says, look around at what you have. Be grateful for all the help that you've had. Gosh, in this day and age, you know, it just is so difficult. And yet, many of us still live in abundance, even in, I guess I feel like having a safe, warm place to sleep is quite a big thing. I count that as a big plus. All right, let's go ahead and see what we have under our Beluga Whale. The Hanged Man. Okay, so I renamed this card. As I work with the cards professionally, I will say that I have had more than one person get really upset when they hear that word, or those words, the Hanged Man. And unfortunately, it is because they have come too close to experiencing a relative in that position with a noose. This Hanged Man does not have a noose. I changed his name to Point of View Man. Point of View Man, POV. It may seem bad. This is your card. It's the it may seem bad the position that you find yourself. You're stuck in a tree. Well, you got yourself up there. Now think and look from a different point of view or perspective, and you will be able to get down safely and surely. Be patient with yourself, but not petrified or stagnant. You'll have to get down eventually, so you might as well make it on your own terms. A little extra aside to this card, I often think about, so when I was a kid, we used to watch the astronauts go up in space. And as I grew older and started reading about the astronauts, I found articles about most of those astronauts were agnostic or atheist when they went up into space. But once they had that different perspective, they all had very religious awakenings. All or almost all. And if you look in I love YouTube. I love Wikipedia. I love the Google and the information age. You can read about even Russian. I mean, I'm not just talking American astronauts. It's quite amazing what a different perspective or point of view can do about your belief system. It's amazing. So we have this crabby crab here. Let's see what you have there. Your card is the Ace of Swords. Look at that poor kitty getting his nails cut. The Ace of Swords is all about new beginnings, especially the creation of new ideas and words and thoughts and plans. It has a lot to do with, I feel like a lot of us have changed somewhat, at least our opinions about politics. While this is a timeless video, which means I've invoked divine timing, I just want to say that when we see things differently or when more things come to light, it's okay to change our opinions and ideas according to what we've learned. And it's okay to change our opinions and ideas anyway. We can always do that. I have a friend that would tell me, I wish I could believe in an afterlife. I've learned that if you want to believe something, you can work on that. You can believe it if you want. You can. This is a choice. But I'm not saying everybody has to believe a certain way either. It's very important that we have alternate views, and it's very important that we have atheists and agnostics in this world. I mean, it takes all kinds, babes. It takes all kinds. It takes all of us. So let's see what's under the octopi. Whoops. Temperance. Temperance. Okay, so this card, sometimes I have beef with this card, but let's move on. I don't need to be that way today, right now. Temperance. As we find ourselves on the other side of hardships, sometimes we find we come out stronger, more tempered, more balanced. This is a card about practicing meditation or basically finding your balance. I like to find my balance with meditation. Others like to find their balance with running and exercise, walking. All those things actually are excellent ways to find balance no matter who you are. But this card does tell us, have a little bit of a warning. Try not to be too impulsive today. Patience is a virtue. So I know that seems a little kind of mixed up here, but here's the thing. When I see this card, I often think of a sword being tempered or steel being tempered. It doesn't necessarily have to be a sword. That's what I think about. I think about how it goes into the fire, it gets pounded down, and it finds its balance and its sharpness. However, this card is more about the balance. Or this little booklet talked more about the balance as well. So that's the main message of this card, is to find your balance. Whoa. Okay, so here we are. We're at the end. I'm going to have another sip of coffee. I do have a little something to say still, and that is, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you didn't like it, you can give it a thumbs down. It's less about helping the channel and more about the interaction, because this is an interactive video and I really enjoy you guys and I really enjoy interacting with you guys. Some of you hit me up privately. That's fine. You can find my information to book with me in the links below. I'm kind of talking out of order here, so I want to kind of let you know, do take what resonates with you, but leave the rest. Don't make life-altering decisions or I just really had a brain. I think I just need to say goodbye. I need to blow my nose. I'm having a little bit of allergies. Um, but do subscribe. Thank you for being here. I'm just gonna sign off. Take care. I'll see you tomorrow. Looking forward to it.